Let's get right into it. Welcome to the Fantasy Football Garage. I'm Chris, the Candyman. Today, we're hitting up the Poodle before it fills, and this tournament did not last long. It's something like 80% full already, and I haven't even got a chance to max it, so we're getting in some of these drafts, mixing it up, gonna get some new exposures, work on some stacks, have some fun. In our first draft on the top left, we've got the 4th overall pick. In the big draft down here, the main draft, we're still waiting to fill. 8 people left. The top left draft, this first draft starts in 3 seconds. We have that 4th pick. Let's go ahead and queue them up. Tyreek Hill, and then Christian McCaffrey, and maybe Cooper Kupp, actually. I want to go wide receiver strong and work on some stacks and some week 15, 16, 17 playoff correlation on this. So I've been hesitant to start strong running back. So we get Christian McCaffrey or Cooper Kupp here. I think we're going to go Cooper Kupp in this tournament. Just with the uncertainty of quarterback in San Francisco, that's just where I want to go right now. In this second one, the small one, top right, we have the 12th. We have the turn pick, so we're at 12 there. So we'll go ahead and queue up. And then our bottom draft, our main draft, looks like we also got pick position 12. So I've got 2 drafts at pick position 12. One of them is started up here where the first 5 picks were Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Kupp, Hill, and McCaffrey goes 5. And then in my draft, I actually skipped on McCaffrey too. I took Kupp at 4 overall. So people are taking Kupp and Hill ahead of McCaffrey in the Poodle, it seems like. We're 3 picks away from our first turn picks here in our mini small game up here. It's my pick. We're going to go Garrett Wilson with our first pick. Feel good about that. And then the second pick, let's go ahead and do Amon-Ra St. Brown. So we're just starting with some young, talented wide receivers, and we'll work on filling those up later. It looks like down here we're 9 picks away, up here 7 picks away. I'm going to go ahead and queue up to remember we got some Lions. I'll look for Gibbs, Montgomery, Jameson, Goff. 7 picks away and 5 picks away. And Laporta is probably the last one I want. And then we had the Jets. We'll tag Brees, Rodgers, Lazard, maybe Mecole. 5 picks away and 4 picks away. We're going to have picks coming up together. Also, Conklin's not bad. Izzy's not bad. There's a lot of late guys you can stack with the Jets. But we're 2 picks away on our top team where we started out with Cooper Kupp. Who are we going to pair Cooper Kupp with? I would love to pair him with Tony Pollard. I know that the Cowboys play the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Lions. I don't think we have a chance for that. Let's go ahead and get Josh Allen and pair him up. Should we do that? Yeah, I'll take Josh Allen where I can get him here. I think that's fine. We're also 13 picks away and 2 picks away. 2 picks away from our first turn picks. We'll see if this time we can get the Devontae Adams with Jonathan Taylor. Maybe we want that because we got the Colts playing the Raiders in week 17. Also, they play the Browns. They play the Falcons and the Steelers. 12 picks away from our second set of turn picks. We queued up a bunch of... Oh, and we're on the clock down here on our main one, right? So just like I wanted, we're going to get Devontae Adams. Let's go ahead and take him. And then I'm going to queue him up. Jonathan Taylor. Actually, we got him. Let's go ahead and take him here, and we can get on to our next pick. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to create playoff correlation with this main team down here. And we've started off with Jonathan Taylor and Devontae Adams, who played each other in week 17. Now let's focus on this draft here. Since we took Josh Allen and got Cooper Kupp. They play each other in the playoffs. I thought it was a good matchup. And it looks like Brees Hall has fallen. Also, Mark Andrews is there. Let's queue up Brees Hall. He'll play Josh Allen twice in the year. The Ravens. How's that fair? Cooper Kupp? No. I think we can take Brees Hall here. Yeah, we'll let it take Brees Hall. We'll wait on wide receiver. It's a very interesting start, but I like where it gives us a lot of end-of-year playoff punch. 5 picks away from our small drafts, our turn picks for rounds 3 and 4. This top left team, we started out 1-1-1-0, going Breece Hall after taking Josh Allen and Cooper Kupp. In the main one, we're 18 picks away. It's going slower. There we started Devontae Adams and Jonathan Taylor. 13 picks away in this top one. Just finished picking. We're 2 picks away in this small one up here. And looks like Mark Andrews is falling. We'd love to take Mark Andrews here. We started out Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Of course, Andrews goes. Gibbs is a good pairing here at 36. I'm cool with taking him. And then, so my first pick will be Gibbs. Let's go ahead and fire that one in. And my second pick, I'm thinking about Justin Fields. It's a good way to give myself a really strong quarterback on this team. Also, I'm thinking wide receiver. If I look, I've got Cleveland. That's a good matchup. Cleveland plays the Jets in week 17. And so I'm setting myself up for some playoff correlation. Right? And so the Cleveland Browns are playing the Bears, the Texans, and the Jets in the playoffs. Weeks 15, 16, 17 for this tournament. So we started out with Gibbs, Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Amari Cooper. I really like how this team is starting out. Looks nice. Great wide receiver heavy start. That's what I'm used to. We'll come back. We're 19 picks away, but up here in the top left, we're 4 picks away. And then our third draft, the main one, it's going a bit slower. We also have the 12th pick in that one, and so that turn pick's coming up 8 picks away. Let's see what's going on with this top one. We're only 2 picks away. Justin Fields just went. Mike Williams is gone. Najee Harris is gone. Christian Watson. It looks like Keenan Allen will be there. I've got Josh Allen, Breece Hall, Cooper Kupp. Do I want to take another older wide receiver in Keenan Allen? Probably not. Let's go ahead and queue him up, though, with Drake London. And where else do we go together on this? So we've got a chance to take Burrow. We could take Kittle. I don't think we're going to do that. In our next pick, we'll see if Kittle falls. I'm happy to take Drake London here. Big Drake London fan. I think, even in that run-heavy Falcons offense with Arthur Blank, and taking Bijan in the first round, they're signaling they want to run the ball a lot. I think they're going to score a lot more with Bijan. I think Drake London takes a step forward. Two picks away in this bottom, 1 pick away in this bottom draft. 4 picks away on top, so we'll keep an eye on it when it comes back. I'm going to queue up George Kittle up here, and I'm going to queue up Hawkinson. I'm going to go ahead and queue up Kenneth Walker as well. And then down here, it's our first pick. We started out with Jonathan Taylor and Devontae Adams. We can come back with our 36th overall pick. I'll take Justin Fields here. And then with my second pick, I want to go Calvin Ridley. It's a good pick. Just keep taking wide receivers, and we'll find ways to correlate and tie him in later. I just want to take the best player available. I think I do want Kittle on this team. It's a bit early to take him. Who else is available? Kenneth Walker. Do I want Kenneth Walker on this team? Seahawks. Let's take George Kittle. Going back up here, we're 1 pick away. Our team so far is Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Amari Cooper, and Jahmyr Gibbs. Who am I looking at up next? Ooh, Kyle Pitts will be there. I love taking Kyle Pitts. I'll take some Kyle Pitts in this tournament. And at the turn, I'll take him. Someone else can get him. I'm not worried about ADP and where that's going to settle. We're going to take Kyle Pitts here, most likely. looking at my options. So let's go ahead and pull the draft on Pitts. And now let's look for another wide receiver, running back, or is it time for a QB? It's not time for a QB. We're in that pause. We can take a wide receiver here. I love taking Lockett. I don't mind taking Lockett here. It's not necessarily ahead of ADP. So, right, we got to take him a little bit early, but we're at the turn, so we have to adjust for that. And I love getting Seahawks on this team. I'm big on Geno Smith. I think they're going to keep throwing the ball. They drafted JSN, Charbonnet, and Kenny McIntosh, 3 of the best receivers in this class. And I'm saying like receiving back. So I think they're going to keep throwing the ball a ton. Also, I can come back later and go for late quarterback with either Geno or Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, even Deshaun Watson might fall. So that's what we're looking for, a quarterback coming up with this next pick on this team. We're 8 picks away with our top left. We are 12 picks away at the bottom here. It's going good. Pretty far away on all of our picks. We can take a second. Three picks away. Let's switch back over. I was trying to check out what YouTube was up to. We're 3 picks away. We're 2 picks away on this top team where we have Josh Allen, Breece Hall, Cooper Kupp, and Drake London, followed by George Kittle. So we want to get some Patriots in this draft. Eventually, we're going to want to get some Bills, of course, in this draft. We'll look for Gabe Davis coming up. Not afraid to take him. Although, what are we at? 69? We'll wait and see if he keeps going. 6 picks away down here in the main draft. All right, so we could... It just went Trevor Lawrence, Kadarius Toney. 20 seconds. We can pick DeAndre Swift. Pick Dallas Goedert. Gabe Davis. We're taking Dallas Goedert. We've gone double elite tight end. Interesting. Don't always do that. But with this team and the playoff structure, I think there's a chance that could really pay off. And now I don't have to worry about tight end. I didn't want to reach on Gabe Davis, and he's the next pick I want to make. I don't really care about these running backs in this space at this ADP, and none of them are really correlating right now for me. Not a really good setup with Swift. I mean, maybe he'll fall. I could consider taking Swift there, right? But I want Gabe Davis there, and I think he's going to stick around. 3 picks away and 6 picks away. Let me go ahead and clear. Gabe Davis is on all of the queues. We're 3 picks away from getting Gabe Davis. The backup plan will be we'll go Treylon Burks and just give some upside. Maybe Deontay Johnson. 1 pick away down here with our turn picks, where we've got Jonathan Taylor, Justin Fields, Calvin Ridley, Devontae Adams. We're going to take either Tyler Lockett. Mike Evans could be nice. Do we want Jordan Addison on this team? I think we're good there. We'll just take Tyler Lockett with this pick. Taking a lot of Tyler Lockett. And then up here, we're going to go Gabe Davis. Then with my next pick, we're considering Mike Evans. We're also 2 picks away on our small screen up here. We took Lockett a bit early, but that's okay. We might come back with Geno Smith. And then we still have a chance to get a guy like J.K. Dobbins. I think that could be a really strong pairing. Let's get J.K. Dobbins with Jonathan Taylor. We're on the clock on our smallest one up here at the turn. Let's go ahead and look. And didn't we get Amari Cooper? We did. Let's take Deshaun Watson here. Cool. Sean Watson with our first pick. We've got Amari Cooper. We might need a running back here. Cam Akers is interesting. Taking Cam Akers here. I like the Rams to lean on him to run the ball. And let's think about where else can we tie that in here with this team. 17 picks away, 10 picks. We're pretty far on all of our picks. So we had a lot of picks come up there. The Rams, I'm looking for them on my chart. They play the Commanders, the Saints, and the Giants. Commanders, Saints, Giants. So we don't really have them tied in on this team yet. Cam Akers, though, a good ADP value pick. That's all I can say, right? Try to get some value there. Overall, decent pick. Let's start with this bottom team. We don't have a tight end. We've got Tyler Lockett, a little bit ahead of ADP, Calvin Ridley, and Devontae Adams. So I think I'm going to go ahead and clear my queue unless, no, I do have pick 100 coming up. This is starting to get a little bit more helpful. I almost auto-drafted the wrong guy, but we're 6 picks away on our top left. Let's focus on that one. Where we started, we have two elite tight ends, kind of at ADP too. So we need to recover from this by going really hard on wide receiver and chilling on running backs. We're going to play 0 running back on this Josh Allen team, make it work. So 0 running back, super elite tight end, and we're going to hammer some of the wide receivers. 5 picks away on this team, 11 picks away. We've got Justin Fields. We've got Deshaun Watson with Amari Cooper, Tyler Lockett, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Garrett Wilson. So we're going wide receiver heavy in this draft, but it's pretty balanced, I'd say. Just not elite on the QB end, unless you consider Deshaun Watson an elite QB. And then what year are we in? 2019. So we're 2 picks away, and 5 picks away, and 7 picks away. It's going to get crazy. Let's do it. Double elite tight end. We need wide receivers and running back. But I love taking Bateman. We're at pick. I think it's a good place to take Bateman. We're going to take James Cook potentially as well, though. Pair him up with all right, so we got Bateman. I mean, they're going to wait on 5 picks away, 4 picks away. We got Bateman, but we want to queue up James Cook. Two picks away over here. I think it's a good place to take Jameson Williams. We could take Aaron Rodgers. We could take Daniel Jones and start digging into the Giants, and then that'll back up our Cam Akers take a little bit. Draft pick. Down here, we're 2 picks away, and down here, we're in the 80s. There's no tight ends to take in this range that I like. On the clock at the turn, let's take Jameson Williams. Jared Goff's there. We can take Jameson Williams, and then we can wait on Jared Goff. Down here, we've got 2 turn picks. We need a pick. We're going to go Bateman for the first one. 1 pick away. On the clock up here, we'll come back, and we need a wide receiver or a tight end. We'll go tight end. I think that's a bit early, though. Down here on the clock, 11 seconds, we'll go with Gabe Davis. Up here, we'll go with James Cook. Nice. Let's review. We took Freiermuth, I think, at ADP, but we really got a solid second tight end there. Now we can be done with tight end. We can just be hammering correlation all with our last couple picks. Also gives me an out there to go with Kenny Pickett if I wanted to at the very end with Deshaun Watson. Steelers play the Colts, Bengals, and Seahawks. And we've got a little bit of Seahawk investment here. It's a decent pick. Started out 1-2-5-2. Going really tight end heavy, I've noticed in this the Poodle, and I think that's because I don't want to get caught with some weak tight ends in the playoffs. I want to hammer tight ends in the playoffs, give myself an advantage. And we can make up some room on the wide receivers by taking some late guys that are really solid on the teams of the quarterbacks we're going to be drafting. I'm going to generally, since I'm taking these two really solid tight ends on these two teams, I'm going to try to go either 2 or 3 quarterbacks there. And if not 3 quarterbacks, then I would just hammer another rookie running back ahead of ADP a little bit. Maybe take a guy I'm really high on. We'll see how it falls. Haven't taken a lot of rookies so far. 15 picks away on this bottom team. Let's focus on this top 2 teams. 9 picks away up here where we've got Josh Allen, double elite tight ends, George Kittle and Dallas Goedert. We've got Bateman, Gabe Davis stacked, Drake London, Cooper Kupp, James Cook stacked, Breece Hall. Decent start, 1-2-4-2. We're in a position of power. We can take any player we want going forward. Probably not going to take a quarterback though. Let's look at these wide receivers and running backs. 5 picks away. Over here we're 8 picks away, and we started out 1-2-5-2. Deshaun Watson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Cam Akers. Let's see if we can get some Cowboys on this team. To go with our Jahmyr Gibbs. It's kind of getting late for that, but we'll see how it works out. 5 picks away. Jameson Williams, Tyler Lockett, Amari Cooper to go with Deshaun Watson. At the bottom, we've got Kyle Pitts, Pat Freiermuth. I also like having Pat Freiermuth. He plays the Browns twice in the season, so that's a good, nice run back for our Browns games. Got Browns and Jets. Okay, 4 picks away. I'm going to unqueue these players and then queue up some real players. We just need to be hammering running back, wide receiver. Over here, we're 2 picks away. In this draft, we're kind of going 0 running back a little bit. Keep hammering wide receivers. In this range, though, before 120, I don't love it. Might have to take like a Mingo. I think we can wait there and take Damian Harris. Just ride the Buffalo Bills to glory. So over here, Kendre Miller, I think that's a good pick. I don't care about Cole Kmet. 7 picks way down here. With our second pick, I think just a nice place to take Jerick McKinnon. So we double tap running back. We can pretty much be done there. Let's focus on this draft. We're at the turn. We got 2 picks coming up on our big draft where we started out with Justin Fields. Justin Fields, JT, Dobbins, Tyler Lockett, Rashad Bateman. This is a penny pick for me. Oh, A-Chain. A-Chain with the first one. And then, do we need a quarterback? We could take Geno Smith. AJ Dillon. Let's queue up Geno Smith, come back here, 11 seconds, make a pick. On this team, I want another wide receiver. Taking Rashee Rice, just way ahead of ADP. Just a flyer on a guy with Patrick Mahomes. Over here, we opted to take Geno Smith with Justin Fields. It's a pretty cool combo. If we look at Seattle Seahawks, they play the Eagles, Titans, and Steelers. So let's focus on getting some Steelers run back later on. And then we've also got Justin Fields on the Chicago Bears. They're playing the Browns, the Cardinals, and the Falcons. We still need a tight end on this team. We can now pair him up. We could go with a guy late for the Seahawks. I think Komet's already gone. I don't really want him anyways. No, he's still there. Obviously, he's still there. We're on pick 115 down there. 12 picks away, 14 picks away. Let's review team needs, see what's going on. Ten picks away on the top team. We've got 2 running backs with Josh Allen, 1 wide receiver. We're done at tight end. We've got 5 wide receivers across 5 different teams. We could be looking at running back, of course, and diversifying it there. I think because of the decent position we're in with wide receiver, and we've got 5 of them, we should focus on getting our 4th, maybe even 5th running back, because I don't see myself taking a quarterback on this team anytime soon with Josh Allen. And there's no one great to pair him up with. Let me take a look at who we would take. Probably Stafford, right? And that's pick 150. And if I look, yeah, I could take him on the way back. I'll definitely just get Stafford queued up. We're going to take him a little bit early, but we're going to take him. Well, you never know. He could fall. $11 picks away, 4 picks away up here, 3 picks away. And so 141, 148, and my next pick would be 165. He could fall to 165. We'll try to get him there. 3 picks away, 2 picks away, and 9 picks away. Up here, on this team where we're 2 picks away, we need wide receivers, and they're all dried up. Not afraid to take Jaden Reed early, or Marvin Mims. On the clock up here, we've got Roschon Johnson available. Love it. Drafting Roschon Johnson. Over here at the turn, where we're a 1-4-5-2, who's fallen to us? Well, we could take Singletary here. It's a bit early. Not the worst spot. Really solid running backs if we go with Singletary. I like that for our first pick. We get some correlation. Houston is playing the Browns, I want to say, in the playoff weeks. Over here, okay, now we need to focus on another wide receiver. Take Mims. Taking Marvin Mims, it's a good spot for him. Ahead of ADP, but also we're on the turn, so he's not going to come back. 1 pick away on top, 1 pick away on bottom. Let's queue someone up. And did someone really take Stafford? They did. That's unfortunate. But that's why we have Josh Allen. We don't care. And I need wide receivers down here. With the Buffalo Bills playing Cowboys, Chargers, and Patriots. Let's focus on Cowboys, Chargers, Patriots. Pick 148. Alec Pierce, DJ Chark. Let's go with Jalen Hyatt. It's a fun pick. We're on the turn. We're up down here. We've got 2 quarterbacks. I'm going to queue up Kendre Miller. We're 2, 3, 5, and we need a tight end. I'm going to also queue up Dalton Schultz. I'm going to queue up Cole Kmet, who I think we'll end up taking, actually. So we took Kendre Miller, right? That fits in nicely. Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Devon Achane, Kendre, and then I'm going to take Cole Kmet here and deal with that tight end position for a bit. Get that taken care of. Give me an out on not having a wide receiver yet for the Bears. But I've got Cole Kmet at ADP value-ish. I mean, not terrible. Because I'm picking at the turn, I had to get preemptive on that one. We'll see how we can finish that out with some Steelers and also some Falcons, maybe at the end. 10 picks away, 20 picks away, 10 picks away. Let's focus on team need. I think we're drafting some good value. So this top team is 9 picks away. Our right team, top right team, is 8 picks away. 1, 5, 6, 2. It's time for another quarterback. Who can we get in on this? We missed out on a lot of them. Stafford, a lot of those guys. I'm looking for... probably just a young QB. I'm thinking... we go Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. Could go Mac Jones. Four picks away, 3 picks away. Picks 180 and 181. So here, let's see who we naturally could pair up with. Don't have any Raiders. Houston. Yeah, CJ Stroud looks like the obvious pick. So if we look at, we're 2 picks away. We're on the clock here on the turn. We could take Jeff Wilson. Don't really need a running back. We need wide receiver. We could take, let's go ahead and take our quarterback here, CJ Stroud, because we want to get that set a little bit early on him. We're also on the clock over here. Here we're going to go with another wide receiver. We're going to get Marvin Mims again. 5 picks away, 6 picks away. We're on the clock. We got Stroud, and now we're going to take Wandale. Hopefully at value. Four picks away on the top left screen. We're also 3 picks away on our turn picks down here. Going to want to be closing up these drafts. Only got a few picks left. This team's coming to an end. We're at 2, 4, 5, 1. We could take Roshan Johnson. We could take Kyler Murray. 2 picks away, 1 pick away. Yeah, Roshan goes right before our pick. I don't mind Kyler Murray here. Well, no. Definitely don't want him. Jalen Warren's not terrible. We're on the clock up here. Jeff Wilson's not bad. Down here we autoed. We got Jalen Warren. For our next pick, we need a wide receiver. but I queued up Jalen Warren. A ton of Mims. Yeah, just take Mims here. Every team has Mims. Love it. When in doubt, Marvin Mims. Been saying it all offseason, all summer. Best ball summer. Let's do it. It's the Poodle. Trying to get these live drafts in. We got some slow Poodles to finish out later, but this thing is going to fill probably tonight. And so I wanted to get in some live drafts. This is the way we got to do it. Fit them in, and we're killing it. We've got a 1-5-7-2 with Josh Allen. We'll look for a late quarterback stack here as we're 14 picks away. We could do it with, let's see which quarterbacks are left. Bryce Young, Kenny Pickett. No reason to go Pickett. We'll take one more running back on this top team since we went pretty much 0 running back. We'll take another wide receiver. 11 picks away. Let's focus up here. We're 3 picks away on our smallest screen. We got Deshaun Watson and CJ Stroud. We could take Nate Dell with our next pick. We could still use another wide receiver. I think these are our last 2 picks, right? And so we're going to want to figure out what we're doing at quarterback. If we're set. If we have any reason to take any of these other guys. I don't think we do. We're set with Deshaun Watson and CJ Stroud. Not the highest ceiling. For running backs, let's see if we're set. 5 running backs: Gibbs, Akers, Miller, Jerick McKinnon, Devin Singletary. Could be set there. Wide receivers: Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra, Cooper is our stack. Tyler Lockett, Jamison Williams, Marvin Mims, and Wandale. Got Freiermuth and Pitts. Probably going to take Nate Dell with one of these picks, and then I feel like we could be good at running back. Let's check out our Browns. Cedric Tillman's a fun pick. And this team could be, 9 wide receivers. I don't mind this. Let's do it. Nate Dell. We didn't take any Titans, but I'd rather have Cedric Tillman and have him going off than have a Titans run back with the Texans, honestly. So we finished that draft. It's looking good. It's a 2-5-9-2. Deshaun Watson stacked up with Amari Cooper and Cedric Tillman. We took a lot of rookie wide receivers on this one. We also have Stroud stacked up with Devin Singletary, and we also got Nate Dell. Now, we didn't get, I don't think we got run backs in week 17 for either of those 2 quarterbacks, which is unfortunate, just kind of how it ended up. And I don't think we didn't get any Jets, did we? Oh, Garrett Wilson. Of course, that was the whole point. Yeah, Garrett Wilson, and then we didn't get any Cowboys is what I was saying. We wanted maybe some Cowboys with those Lions. And then we didn't get a run back, though, for the Texans. But that's okay because the Texans play the Seahawks. No. Texans play the Browns. Duh. So that's how we worked it in. We're 1 pick away up here. We've got Josh Allen as we've got 3 picks left up top. We've got a lot more picks left in the bottom. 1 pick away with our Josh Allen team. We could get Garoppolo and work that in with our nothing. So not Garoppolo. I don't want Mac Jones. Slim pickings. We'll have to take do something on that at the end here. It might have to be Garoppolo at 187. Tyjae Spears. Boom. Spears. Down here we're up. Got a few picks left. 2-5-6-1. Drafting Tyquan Thornton with our first pick. 2-5-7. 2571. Take Renfro. On the clock up here, 1672. Sam Howell and Garoppolo go. How fun. That's cool. We'll go with, you could do Ritter. We take Ritter because we've already got Drake London. And so we can also get another, I think we have a Bears player. We've got Roschon. We could, I think we're good on receiver though, or are we? Let's take a look at this team as a rush pick. Josh Allen and Desmond Ridder. I actually like that though. Breece Hall. So for our Atlanta Falcons, we need the Panthers, Colts, and Bears. We do have we don't have any Panthers or Colts. Got the Bears. I think we're good. We got a bunch of running backs. We're set on quarterback. I think with our last pick, we go... we'll check out what's going on at quarterback. Maybe if... I don't think Knox will be there. That's something I should have looked at earlier. Patriots players run back. Hunter Henry. Yeah, do I have any Patriots yet? I think that's where I'm missing. So I could take any type of player who's a Patriot. Let's just queue those up. And then the Bills, they also get the Cowboys, Chargers, Patriots. So pretty much any of those weeks would be good, but Devontae Parker, I don't know if he's going to be there. Hunter Henry's definitely going to be there. James Robinson might be there. It's hard to say. Hunter Henry feels like the buy-in there. Cowboys. There's no one available, really. Well, actually, their tight ends are there, too, but I don't know why I would want those. Yeah, our last pick, it's looking like Hunter Henry. If not... could take a wide receiver, of course. And it would be a Patriot or a Bear. Let's just see the best wide receivers available. There's a Chase Claypool. That's interesting. Yeah, he's gone. And he's gone. Let's look down here for our last two picks. Right? Yeah, we have the last two picks here. We're going to want someone with Justin Fields. On the clock up here with our pick, and our player we wanted is gone. Hunter Henry went the pick before us. So we're still going to take a Patriot. And it's going to be Devontae Parker? Sure, why not? On the clock down here at the turn. Fields, Geno Smith. We need a tight end. So let's take Parkinson. Because I'm not afraid to take a correlated tight end. Make sure, yep, that works out. And now we need 252, a Falcon. Matt Collins, I think that's the pick. And the reason is because I wanted another receiver on this team. I felt like I was really strong at running back, going Jonathan Taylor and J.K. Dobbins. And then the two rookies, A-Chain and Miller, wrapped it up with Jalen Warren at the very end. So I'm solid with those 5 running backs. And I probably could have taken 3 QBs if I wanted to, but I feel good about Justin Fields' spot being my, either him or Geno Smith really taking it all the way. For Fields, we've stacked him up with literally no one except for Cole Kmet, which is kind of what I wanted. And then we also have Parkinson to go with our Tyler Lockett and Geno Smith. And then our run back is Jalen Warren, which is interesting. I thought we might have worked in a Steelers wide receiver, but the cards didn't fall that way. Overall, this team, very interesting. It ended up being a 2-5-9-2. Justin Fields, Geno Smith, Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, A-Chain, Kendre Miller, Jalen Warren, Devontae Adams, Calvin Ridley. So the basis was the play on Jonathan Taylor and Devontae Adams. Didn't have a chance to get Anthony Richardson in this draft. We have Calvin Ridley and Tyler Lockett, 2 guys that I'm high on. Bateman, I'm high on him. Gabe Davis is fine. Mims is a great pick. Thornton's an interesting pick. Gives us a run back with Gabe Davis, which could be good. Hunter Renfrow is playing off of Devontae Adams. Maybe they have a great passing offense again, but I didn't really need Garoppolo to key into that in those big games because they probably are going to alternate touchdown weeks between those 2 receivers. And we'll see if Renfrow can capture some of that 2020 touchdown total. I think it was 2020 or 2021 where he went off. I think it's like 9, 7, maybe 7 touchdowns. But Matt Collins, I think, is a value and a good run back for the Bears. Both of our tight ends match up with our quarterbacks. Interesting play. Definitely could have gone triple tight end here, but feeling good about it. Feel good enough. This is like we totally punted tight end, super low tight end. The wide receiver and running backs are decently strong, and the quarterback's decently strong. This top team, we started out with Josh Allen and Desmond Ridder. It's a solid pairing. Breece Hall, so he's going to play. Well, I don't know about based on the schedule and Breece Hall's availability, but he should play the Bills twice. I got James Cook and Damian Harris, and I want the Bills in this mode, in this future. The Bills are chewing all the way and running the ball a ton and getting a ton of touchdowns, and I think that'll just help me. Having both running backs can help me between the playoff weeks, because if it's a James Cook game in week 15 and a Damian Harris game in week 16, or Damian Harris carries the regular season and James Cook goes off down the stretch, then this could be, another way for me to get a lot of Bills exposure, but I didn't necessarily have Diggs, so I was trying to play into their running game. I did get Roschon Johnson as a run back with Ridder. Jeff Wilson will play the Bills twice a year, and I like that pick. Touchdown upside. Spears is just a rookie flyer, and I think a decent pick overall. Cooper Kupp, Drake London paired with Ridder. Got Gabe Davis paired up with Josh Allen. Rashad Bateman, I'm high on him. Rashee Rice, took him a bit early, but it's fun to have him on this team. Spice it up with some Chiefs. Jalen Hyatt is another player that I thought I got a good ADP value on, and we went really hard with the rookie wide receivers, particularly on this draft. So we got Rashee Rice, Jalen Hyatt, and Marvin Mims. All decent picks. Just looking for some rookie upside on this team. And finished it with Devontae Parker, potential run back there. I honestly don't even know if he's going to be a Patriot when the season starts, but a decent player for best ball, could really have a big week. Maybe we never use him. That's fine. I probably would have taken Kayshon Boutte at some point, but didn't really come across it. Didn't really think to queue it up. And then we've got double elite tight end with George Kittle and Dallas Goedert. So we went really strong on tight end. I would say we went strong on quarterback, having Josh Allen. Running back, we went pretty much a 0 running back or hero running back take where we took Breece Hall, but then we didn't really take running backs until the very end after rounds 100 to 189. Finishing strong, though, with still 6 running backs. We took a lot of them. And then our wide receivers, we've got 8 good ones and just a lot of options there. Decent team. The last team over here, the one that finished first, the second team was from the 12th spot. We went Deshaun Watson and CJ Stroud. I would have liked to gone a lot heavier into quarterback investments on this team. Didn't work out the way I wanted in that regard. I probably would have liked to have had Jared Goff on this team. I would have liked to have had Geno Smith on this team, or even a guy I don't like, Aaron Rodgers, on this team. But at the end, CJ Stroud, still some upside. I'm gonna in this story, Deshaun Watson is gonna go off, and the Browns are doing very well. I didn't get Nick Chubb though, and I did kind of go a modified, not 0 RB, but just a little bit lighter on the RB investment. Gibbs, Akers, Miller, McKinnon, and Singletary. So Singletary stacks up nicely with Stroud, and then I went really heavy on the wide receivers in this draft. I only took 9. So I've got Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Amari Cooper stacked up, Tyler Lockett, Jamison Williams, Marvin Mims. It was in every draft I had. Wan'Dale Robinson, not a guy that I take a lot, but fun to sprinkle in some Giants exposure, some Giants wide receivers, because I think Daniel Jones is a guy I need to be drafting more of in the subsequent drafts I do, either Best Ball Mania or if there's any Poodles left after tonight. I think the Poodle's going to close tonight. So I didn't really get a ton of Poodle entries in. I think I'll have like 10 or so by the time this is done. See if I can get some more in after that. Probably have to do some slow drafts. And then, so Cedric Tillman was our, Nate Dell and Cedric Tillman were the last 2 receivers tied into our QBs. I also took somewhat heavy investment into tight end with Kyle Pitts and Pat Freiermuth. One of the strategies I took on 2 of these teams was heavy tight end investment. And then my last team, I went weak tight end investment with kind of a correlation on my quarterbacks. Overall, it was hectic to do 3 at a time. If the Poodle wasn't closing tonight, I probably would have done 2 at a time and just enjoyed it. 3 at a time was a bit much. I think the teams turned out all right. Maybe we'll review them on Twitter later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following at FFB Garage. Follow me on YouTube at Fantasy Football Garage. Shout out. I'm Chris the Candyman. We're going to be drafting best ball tournaments all summer. It's hot best ball summer. It's best ball. And we finished our dynasty, rookie drafts for the most part. So we're just focused on those ADP trends, hopefully entering as much into these tournaments as we can for Best Ball Mania 4. Really excited about that. We've got our Dalmatian team running. We've got a ton of quick entries, a few quick entries into the Poodle. We'll see what comes next. Thanks for tuning in.